Hi, my name's Imran. Welcome back to my channel. Please excuse me losing my voice at the moment. It's a bit husky, a bit raspy. My asthma's playing up because the weather is like hot, cold, really cold. So yes, today we are doing a review of the new Carli Bybel palette, the deluxe edition, and we're also going to compare it to the original while we're here, because if you maybe didn't get the original, or you have the original and you don't know if you need this one as well, or you love the original, do you need like a backup of some shades or whatever, let's just kind of go through it all just so you know we can figure it out together. Let's jump in. So here are the palettes. This is the original, this is the new deluxe one. They both have the same pillow top kind of design on them. Carli Bybel on the original is written in silver, on the new one it's written in rose gold. They both have a big mirror, they both have the same aspire to inspire logo. On the inside this one is marble and the old one is like just little stripes. So I do like the marble. I do kind of think as well marble designs are really good at like hiding, you know, mess and stuff. So if you're like me and your palettes always look a bit grubby, like this one's probably gonna look a little bit better. The cardboard on this one is really thick, so like to get into the pans is a bit deeper. So when I was swatching them with my fingers, it's like a bit hard because of my nails, like to get in there. So if you have long nails and like to apply your eyeshadows with your fingers, maybe keep that in mind. This one's a lot more like a normal palette, like that cardboard, it isn't as thick, so you can get to the shades really easily. Quick overview, looking straight at them. Obviously this one's got more colors in them, more eyeshadows, more highlighters. Let's put that one down. This one has a few warmer tones here, like neutral warm, and then some like cooler purple mauvey shades. This palette is a little bit more universal. I think you have a row of your warm tones, a row of your mauves, and a row of your neutral browns. Then of course two beautiful highlights that are going to suit like light medium to medium tan skin tones, and then the bottom row that's going to cater for your really fair and your really deep skin tones. So I do honestly prefer this one to the original. The original one, after the first probably few weeks of using it, I found that I only pulled it out when I needed the highlighters, just because there's a lot of shimmers and the mattes are all though, like other than the like nude, there's only these few mattes here which are like quite deep or just mauve, and I prefer like, you know, to use some warm mattes through my crease. I think I might have even said that though in the original one, in the original review of this palette, which I will link for you below as well. So yeah, I do really love this one because you've got, you know, your matte bone again, but then you have like your matte transition shade, a deeper transition kind of crease color. You have this like more neutral kind of crease color, a darker color here. This one's a bit underwhelming, and then your mauves. This one right in the very middle here was probably the most like crumbly powdery one when I swatched them, and then these two darker shades here were probably like the least exciting shades when I swatched them. They were probably like, yeah, they just underperformed a little bit. This highlighter I believe is meant to be the same as one of the ones in here that was really popular. I think it's the second one along. However, I swatched them before on my arm together and they are a little bit different. Maybe it's just the formula, because this one's older than this one. They're both absolutely gorgeous though, and I would say they're dupes of each other, but they don't seem 100%. This is, yeah, gorgeous, a bit more pink toned. This is a bit more gold toned, but still stunning. Let's pop one of those on right now. I do have a little bit of highlighter on, but it's not showing up too much on camera, so let's take this one, because I know these are going to be like blinding, because I have played around with this palette a little bit already. Can we see that coming up? Is that showing on camera? It can be a little bit hard when you're filming to get everything to kind of show up properly on camera, so yeah, hopefully that helps you see. Like, they are blinding. They're really gorgeous. The eyeshadow is really gorgeous. I'm wearing them all today, but I do also have an additional glitter just on the eyelid because I'm obsessed with those Stila liquid metals at the moment. They're so pretty. I just kind of, every look I'm like, this needs glitter. Bam, right on the lid. I remember these two shades down the bottom from the previous palette. They are the same as well. You have, yeah, your additional shades for the lighter skin tones. These are beautiful. These make absolutely beautiful like bronze lid shades, because, you know, like who does not want that all over their eyelid? Like beautiful bronze coppery like bronze shade all over the lid. I love it. I love it. See, like that's from the other palette. I would love to take that one all over my lid, but I didn't have like a nice warm matte to blend it out with without grabbing like another palette. So that's why I really feel like I super prefer this one to the other one. Now, if we go through it from the other palette, I believe these three are in the other palette. And then we have these two in the other palette, and I think one of these purpley kind of shades. I can't remember exactly which one it was. And then yeah, this highlight and these two as well are the same from the highlight palette, I believe, or slash super similar. So all the other shades are new. On the first row, the first row is my favorite. Like by far the first row is my favorite. In the second row, I love the shimmers. As I said, I'm just not a big fan of like purpley matte shades. On the bottom row, love me a matte, love me a gold, love me a neutral brown, and love me like that kind of neutrally bronze shade. Last shade doesn't do it for me. I have had to take like another deep brown shade to kind of smoke out the outer corner, just because I do find this is a little bit more like daytime. Yeah, this is more like a daytime kind of palette for me. I do wear this nighttime, but yeah, I don't do super dark makeup normally, so I can get away with it a lot. But if you like your blacks, you're gonna need to have like an additional few dark single shadows or something, or a second palette to go back and forth between, just to add a little more depth. I think that if you have a really deep skin tone, you're gonna have to build the colors up a little bit, because while they perform decently, they're not like the most pigmented eyeshadows. The shimmers are gorgeous, but yeah, you do have to build them up a little bit. The shimmers I usually apply with my finger, but yeah, if I'm going in and working some like mattes through the crease, you do have to go in kind of with a few different layers. And my skin tone isn't like super dark anyway, like it's NC, probably at the moment would say NC 30 in MAC kind of terms, if that helps. So if you're anything darker, you know, make sure you use like a good base so that, you know, everything kind of shows up. But yeah, like you're gonna make it work. Most people I think can definitely make this work. It's a really good staple palette. I think it's not too big and bulky. The packaging, it like has a magnetic closure, so it's pretty secure. A few people saying they felt like it was a little bit cheap, but at the end of the day, this is a cheap palette, and not like cheap, like not like crap cheap, but like really affordable cheap. So you have to kind of, you know, keep in mind Carli obviously wanted to partner with BH Cosmetics so that she could make a palette that every one of her followers can afford. So you are going to have to cut costs a little bit on some things. I mean, you can't really expect a like $20 palette to be like a tin as well, with like a built-in brush or whatever as well. So yeah, I think that this palette is really gorgeous. It is very Carli, that nice white, simple, very clean, elegant looking. The layout of this palette is like a little confusing to me. I feel like, because these all have the pattern on them, I would have loved to see a pattern on these two big ones. Or like, I don't know, I just feel like looking at the palette, maybe if these two big ones were at the bottom, I feel like it would be a little bit different. I'm not sure, something about it, like the layout is just like a little strange to me, but not too fussed about that at all. When I first saw Carli hold it up, I was like, crap, that's really big, like I'm not going to use it because it's way too big. But it's definitely like not that over the top. If you look at it compared to the original, it's only like a little bit bigger. So I think I can display this on my vanity really easily. And yeah, it's just a palette that I'm gonna keep coming back to. I really enjoy it. It is doing a gorgeous job. The highlights are stunning, like stunning. I will link my review of the original down below. Let me know which you prefer, the original or the new deluxe edition. I am definitely a deluxe edition girl. Love me the rose gold, love me the extra warm shades, love me the extra highlights. Like, yeah. I think she's done a really good job at catering to her audience in terms of really diverse colors from light to deeper skin tones it's going to work with. The price is on point. Most people should be able to, I think, probably get that without it being too big of a stretch. I know it is a bit harder in Australia. We do have to pay a bit extra for shipping and stuff and conversion, but I think that, yeah, I think it is relatively fair. Like I'm pretty happy with paying for that. So yeah, that's just me. Let me know below what you think. I rambled a little bit, but cut me some slack because I'm a little bit sick. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you all next time. Bye guys.